It's not easy being me. Wash your face and brush your hair. Na na na, it's just not fair. I'm Horrid Henry. Na, time in school, I got a rule. When I'm king, I do my thing. Best in life, be so sweet. I'm Horrid Henry. Na na na, na na na. Purple hand rules okay. It's not easy being me. I'm Horrid Henry. Boo. Chapter 1. Horrid Henry's Hike. Horrid Henry looked out of the window. Arr! It was a lovely day. The sun was shining. The birds were tweeting. The breeze was blowing. Little fluffy clouds floated in a bright blue sky. Rats! Why couldn't it be raining or hailing or sleeting? Any moment, any second, it would happen. The words he had been dreading. The words he gave anything not to hear. The words, Henry, Peter, time to go for a walk, called Mom. Yippee, said Perfect Peter. I can wear my new yellow wellies. No, screamed Horrid Henry. Go for a walk, go for a walk. Didn't he walk enough already? He walked to school, he walked home from school, he walked to the TV, he walked to the computer, he walked to the switcher, and all the way back to the comfy black chair. Horrid Henry walked plenty. Arr! The last thing he needed was more walking. More chocolate, yes. More crisps, yes. The walking, no way. Why couldn't his parents ever say, Henry, time to play on the computer? Or, Henry, stop doing your homework this minute. Time to turn on the TV. But no, for some reason he mean horrible parents thought he spent too much time sitting indoors. They have been treating for weeks to make him go on a family walk. Now the dreadful moment had come. His precious weekend was ruined. Horrid Henry hated nature. Horrid Henry hated fresh air. What could be more boring than walking up and down streets, staring at lampposts, or sloshing across some stupid muddy park? Nature smelled. Ugh! He'd much rather be inside watching TV. Mom stopped into the sitting room. Henry, didn't you hear me calling? No, lied Henry. Get your wellies on, we're going, said Dad, rubbing his hands. What a lovely day. I don't want to go for a walk, said Henry. I want to watch Rappa-Zapper Zap Terminator Gladiator. But Henry, said Perfect Peter, fresh air and exercise are so good for you. I don't care, shrieked Henry. Horrid Henry stomped downstairs and flung open the front door. He breathed in deeply, hopped on one foot, then shut the door. There, done it. Fresh air and exercise, snored Henry. Henry, we're going, said Mom. Get in the car. Horrid Henry's ears pricked up. The car? Said Henry. I thought we are going for a walk. We are, said Mom, in the countryside. Hooray, said Perfect Peter. A nice long walk. No, howled Henry, plodding along in the boring old park was bad enough with its moldy leaves and dog poo and stumpy trees. But at least the park wasn't very big. But the countryside?
The countryside was enormous. They'd be walking for hours, days, weeks, till his legs were down to stump and his feet fell off. And the countryside was so dangerous. Horrid Henry was sure he'd swallowed up by quicksands or trampled to death by murdering chickens. I live in the city,
shrieked Henry.
I don't want to go to the country.
Time you got out more, said Dad.
But look at those clouds,
moaned Henry, pointing to a fluffy wisp.
We'll get soaked.
A little water never hurts anyone, said Mom.
Oh yeah, wouldn't they be sorry when he died in pneumonia? I'm staying here in this finals,
screamed Henry. Henry, we're waiting, said Mom.
Good,
said Henry. I'm all ready, Mom, said Peter. I'm going to start deducting the pocket money, said Dad. 5p, 10p, 50p, 20.
Horrid Henry pulled his welly, stumped out the door, and got in the car.
He slammed the door as hard as he could. It was so unfair. Why did he never get to do what he wanted to do? Now he would miss the first time Rapper Zapper had ever slipped it out with Terminator Gladiator. And all because he had to go on a long, boring, exhausting, horrible hike. He was so miserable he didn't even have the energy to kick Peter.
Can we just walk around the block?
Moaned Henry. And oh, spells no, said Dad. We are going for a lovely walk in the countryside, and that's that. Horrid Henry slumped miserably in his seat. Boy, would they be sorry when he was gobbled up by goats.
Boo-hoo! If only we hadn't gone on the walk in the wilds, Mama wailed. Henry was right. We shouldn't have listened to him.
Dad would sob.
I miss Henry,
Peter would howl.
I never eat ghost cheese again.
And now it's too late,
they
would shriek.
If only that Horrid Henry would serve them right.
All too soon, Mom pulled into a car park on the edge of a small wood. Wow, said Perfect Peter. Look at all those lovely trees.
I bet there are werewolves hiding there,
muttered Henry.
And I hope they come and eat you.
Mom, squealed Peter. Henry's trying to scare me.
Don't be horrid, Henry,
said Mom. Horrid Henry looked around him. There was a gate leading to endless meadows bordered by hedgerows. A muddy path wound through the trees and across the fields. A church spire stuck up in the distance.
Right, I've seen the countryside. Let's go home,
said Henry. Mom glared at him.
What?
Said Henry, scowling. Let's enjoy this lovely day, said Dad, sighing.
So, what do we do now?
Said Henry. Walk.
Where?
Said Henry. Just walk, said Mom, and enjoy The beautiful sensory. Henry groaned. We're heading for the lake, said Dad, starting off. I've brought bread and we can feed the ducks.
But Rapper Zapper starts in an hour.
Tough, said Mom. Mom, Dad, and Peter headed through the gate into the field. Horrid Henry trailed behind them, walking as slowly as he could. Breathe the lovely fresh air, said Mom. We should do this more often, said Dad. Henry sniffed. The horrible smell of manure filled his nostrils.
You smelly,
said Henry.
Peter, couldn't you wait?
Mom, shrieked Peter. Henry called me smelly.
Did not?
Did too.
Did not smelly?
Wah! Wailed Peter. Tell him to stop. Don't be horrid, Henry, screamed Mom.
Don't be horrid, Henry.
Her voice echoed. A dog walker passed her and glared.
Peter, would you rather run a mile, jump a stile of eating a country pancake?
Said Henry sweetly. Ooh, said Peter. I love pancakes, and a country one must be even more delicious than a city one.
Ha ha!
Cackled Horrid Henry, sticking his tongue.
Fool you! Peter wants to eat cow packs.
Mom! Screamed Peter.
Henry walks
and walked and walked. His legs felt heavier and heavier and heavier.
This field is muddy,
moaned Henry.
I'm bored,
groaned Henry.
My feet hurt,
whined Henry.
Can we go home? We already walked miles,
whined Henry. We've been walking for 10 minutes, said Dad. Please, can we go on walks more often? Said Perfect Peter. Oh, look at those fluffy little sheepies. Horrid Henry pounced. He was a zombie biting the head off the helpless human. Aye! Squealed Peter. Henry! Screamed Mom. Stop it! Screamed Dad. Or no TV for a week.
When he was king, thought Horrid Henry, any parents who made their child go on a hike would be dumped barefoot in scorpion-infested desert. Plod, plod, plod. Horrid Henry dragged his feet. Maybe his horrible, mean parents would get fed up waiting for him and turn back, he thought, kicking some muddly leaves. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Oh no, not another muddy meadow. And then, suddenly, Horrid Henry had an idea. What was he thinking? All that fresh air must be rotting his brain. The sooner they go to the stupid lake, the sooner they could get home for the Rapper Zapper Zaps Terminator Gladiator. Come on, everyone, let's run!
Shrieked Henry.
Race you down the lake to the hill to the lake.
That's the spirit, Henry, said Dad. Horrid Henry dashed past Dad. Oh! Shrieked Dad, tumbling into the stinging nettles. Horrid Henry whizzed past Mom. Oh! Shrieked Mom, slipping into a cow pat. Splat! Horrid Henry pushed past Peter. What? Wailed Peter. My wellies are getting dirty. Horrid Henry scampered down the muddy path. Wait, Henry, yelped Mom. It's too slippery. Mom slid down the path on her bottom. "Slow down," puffed Dad. "I can't run that fast," wailed Peter, but Horrid Henry raced off.
"Shortcut across the field,"
he called.
"Come on, slow coaches."
The black and white cow grazing alone in the middle raised its head. "Henry!" shouted Dad. Horrid Henry kept running. "I don't think that's a cow!" shouted Mom. The cow lowered his head and charged. "It's a bull!" yelled Mom and Dad. "Run!
Run!" "I said it was dangerous in the countryside," gasped
Henry, as everyone clambered over the stile in the nick of time.
"Look, there's the lake,"
he added, pointing. Henry ran down to the water's edge. Peter followed. The embankment narrowed to a point. Peter slipped back past Henry and found the best spot, right at the water's edge where the ducks scattered.
"Hey, get away from there,"
said Henry. "I want to feed the ducks," said Peter.
"I want to feed the ducks,"
said Henry.
"Now move."
"I was here first," said Peter.
"Not anymore,"
said Henry. Horrid Henry pushed Peter.
"Out of my way, worm."
Perfect Peter pushed him back. "Don't call me worm." Henry wobbled. Peter wobbled. Splash! Peter tumbled into the lake. Crash! Henry tumbled into the lake. "My babies!" shrieked Mom, jumping in after them. "My gluggle!" shrieked Dad, jumping into the muddy water after her. "More new wellies!" gurgled Perfect Peter.
Bang! Pow!
Terminator Gladiator slashed at Rapazeppa.
Zap!
Rapazeppa slashed back.
"Go Zappy!"
yelled Henry, lying bundled up in blankets on the sofa. Once everyone had scrambled out of the lake, Mom and Dad had been keen to get home as fast as possible. "I think the part next time," mumbled Dad, sneezing. "Choo! Definitely," mumbled Mom, coughing.
"Oh, I don't know,"
said Horrid Henry happily.
"A little water never hurts anyone. Na 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 na."